Good morning everyone. My name is Vijay Gupta and you are watching biology classes. So welcome to all of you in this lecture of biology. Students, today I am going to start a new topic for you, that is the external genitalia of female reproductive system. In my earlier videos, as I described about the female reproductive system, the female reproductive system can be divided into two major parts, the internal organs and the external organs. The external organs are also known as external genitalia. So in this lecture, we will discuss about the external genitalia of female reproductive system. This video is very important for all my 12th students, all my NEET students, also for BSc students and all the students they are preparing for the medical entrance exam of any exam. So let's start the video. The female reproductive system consists of external genital organ. So first of all, I would like to tell you all these organs. So let's start the video. This is the diagram of female external genitalia. As you can see in this diagram, this portion, which is slightly swollen portion, cushion like portion, is known as mons pubis. This mons pubis consists of a fatty tissue and which is covered by the skin, and it also consists of pubic hairs. Now what is the meaning of pubic hairs? The hairs which grow after puberty or at the time of puberty. Puberty is a time when male and female get matured and sexually their organs develop. So at the time of puberty, the hairs develop around the genital organs and these hairs are known as pubic hairs. So the mons pubis is completely covered by the pubic hairs. Just below the mons pubis, an erectile structure is present which is known as clitoris. So as you can see, this white colored structure, that is known as clitoris, and the clitoris is covered by a skin fold that is called prepuce of clitoris. So the clitoris is the structure present in the female external genitalia. It is similar to the male like penis. In male, the penis is the most erectile organ, while in females, the clitoris is the erectile organ, and the female feel any type of sensation or sexual excitement with the help of clitoris. At the time of excitement, the clitoris fills with blood and becomes erect or tight. So this is the clitoris and covered by a skin fold known as the clitoris, prepuce of the clitoris. Just around the clitoris, two skin folds are present which are very important. The first fold is larger, which is called as labia majora. And this labia majora forms the boundaries of the vulva. So the entire organs are collectively known as vulva, and the labia majora forms the lining or the boundaries of the vulva. So these large skin folds are known as labia majora. Just below the labia majora, two another skin folds are present. As you can see here, these two folds are known as labia minora. So the outer larger folds are known as labia majora, while the inner smaller folds are known as labia minora. These labia minora consist of a part inside the labia minora, or you can see the part which is present between the labia minora, which is known as vestibule. This is the important part, vestibule, and the vestibule is present in the center of the vulva. This vestibule consists of some important structure. The first one, the upper structure, as you can see here, this is the urethral opening, and the urine released with the help of this opening. So it is called urethral opening, present in the female. Now just below the urethral opening, another large opening is present which is called as vaginal opening. It opens into the vagina of the female, which is a tube which acts as a birth canal during the parturition or during the delivery of a baby. So at the time of delivery, this vaginal opening helps in the delivery, and the fetus or the embryo comes out with the help of vaginal opening. Now around the vaginal opening, two glands are situated, which are also known as vestibular glands or Bartholin glands. These glands secrete liquid or fluid which lubricate the vagina at the time of sexual intercourse. So this is the opening. These are the openings of the Bartholin gland or the vestibular gland, just present just around the vaginal opening. Now the next is hymen. Now what is hymen? Hymen is a membrane which partially covers the vagina, the vaginal opening. So this is the vaginal opening, and hymen is a membrane which partially cover the vaginal opening. Few people believes that hymen is a source of to check the virginity of female, but it's totally wrong. Hymen is not a reliable source to check the virginity of a female, because it can break after any physical activity such as long jump, cycling, weightlifting, any kind of physical activity. The hymen can break, so it is not a reliable source of virginity. So this was the hymen. Now this is the anus. So this is the anus. And what about the perineum? What is perineum? The area which is present between anus and between the base of the labia minora. These are the labia minora. So the base of labia minora and anus, between this both the structures, the middle part is known as perineum. So this was all about the diagram. Now I will describe this all topic in your notes, so you can make your notes with the help of this. So the external genital organ of female consists of following structures. Start with number 1, that is mons pubis. As I told you, this structure is known as mons pubis. So it is a cushion-like fatty tissue. It is a cushion-like fatty tissue, swollen cushion-like fatty tissue, covered by skin, which is covered by the skin and pubic hairs, and it consists of pubic hairs, which I described before. Now the next one is labia majora. These two skin folds. So these are two large fleshy skin folds. So labia majora are two large skin folds, forms the boundaries of the vulva. This entire structure is called vulva, and these labia majora forms the boundaries of the vulva. So this is the labia majora. It consists of large number of sebaceous and sweat glands. What is this? Our skin consists of different kinds of glands, such as sweat glands which secrete sweat, and also sebaceous gland which secrete oil like substance. So these glands are generally present all over the skin. So these are also skin folds. So the labia majora consists of a large number of sweat glands and sebaceous glands. It is homologous to the scrotum of male. What is the meaning of homologous? Homologous means similar. Like as we know that in males, testes are present as the main reproductive organ. These testes are present inside a skin pouch which is known as testis sac and also known as a scrotum. So scrotum is the part which is present in the male reproductive system. In the female reproductive system, labia majora is similar to the scrotum of male. So both are similar in their structures. So labia majora is the homologous to the scrotum of male. This is the important question for your competitive examination. Next one is labia minora. As I told you before, these two small skin folds are known as labia minora, which lie just below the labia majora. So these are two small folds of skin. These are two small folds of skin lie under the labia majora and which are present under the labia majora. These are the labia majora and these are the labia minora. It is homologous to the penile urethra in male. Now what about the penile urethra? As we know that urethra in male passes through the penis. So the area where the urethra passes through the penis is known as penile urethra. So this penile urethra in male is similar to the labia minora in female. So in female, labia minora, while in males, penile urethra is present and both are homologous or similar to each other. It is again an important question for exam. The next is, it is homologous to the penile urethra in male. Now we'll talk about the next one, that is the vestibule. As I told you before, the area between the labia minora, this is the labia minora, this is again the labia minora, and the area between the labia minora is this, which I made with red color. So this area is called as vestibule. It is a chamber like structure. So the area between labia minora is known as vestibule, and it consists of some important structures. So the first structure is urethral opening, vaginal opening, and opening of Bartholin glands. So first one, vaginal opening. The most important part is vaginal opening. Next is urethral opening. So this one is the urethral opening and the opening of Bartholin gland and also the openings of Bartholin gland. So these yellow colored two tiny small openings which I made with yellow color, these are the openings of Bartholin glands. Actually, two Bartholin glands or one pair Bartholin glands are situated both sides of the vaginal opening. Both secrete fluid which lubricate the vagina at the time of intercourse. So these are the opening of Bartholin. Now the next is clitoris. So this is the clitoris, as I told you before. So it is the most erectile organ in female. So the clitoris is the most erectile organ in female, and it feels sensation of the female. It is the homologous to the gland penis of the male. Again, a homologous organ means what? As we know that in male reproductive system, penis is the erectile organ, and the apex portion of the penis or the front portion of the penis, which is known as gland penis, and gland penis is also covered by a skin which is known as prepuce. So in this structure, the clitoris is also covered by prepuce, and the gland penis of male is also covered by the prepuce. So the most erectile organ in female, it is homologous to the gland penis. So the clitoris of female is the homologous organ to the gland penis in male. As you can see on the screen, gland penis in male and clitoris in female, both are similar to each other. Now the next we will talk about the hymen. The last point is it contains erectile tissues. It contains erectile tissues means what? The clitoris consists of erectile tissues. That's why erection or excitement takes place in the clitoris of female. Next one is hymen. So it is a membrane which partially covers the vaginal opening. So this is the vaginal opening, and the vaginal opening is partially covered by a membrane which is known as hymen. And it breaks by any physical activity. As I told you before, the hymen can be break by any physical activity such as cycling, weightlifting, etc., swimming. But it is not the symbol. So the presence of hymen is not a symbol of virginity. So it is not a symbol of virginity. Now the next heading is perineum. What about the perineum? So as you can see, this is the anus and this is the base of labia minora. Both the organs in the center, in the middle part of both the organ, the area is present which is known as perineum. So it is the area present between the base of labia minora and the anus. So labia minora, base of labia minora and the anus, the area present between both the structures is known as perineum. Now the last one is vestibular gland. What about the vestibular glands? So vestibular glands, also known as Bartholin glands. These are one pair of glands. As I told you before, these are one pair of glands located on each side of the vaginal opening, and both are located at both sides of the vaginal opening. These glands secrete fluid. So these glands secrete fluid that helps to lubricate the vagina, which helps to lubricate the vagina at the time of sexual intercourse. So it was all about the external genitalia in female. I hope all the topic, the diagram is very clear to you. Still, if you have any type of question, any confusion, you may ask in the comment section. I will try my best to reply you. So see you soon with a new topic. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.